In the state of California, 67-year-old Tony had a daily routine. Every morning, he would go to his daughter's house and take his 3-year-old grandson to kindergarten. On this particular day, as usual, he woke up early and picked up his phone to call his daughter, letting her know that he was on his way and telling her to get ready. He called, but there was no answer. Thinking she might have overslept, he started his car, opened the gate, and drove off. His daughter's house was just 4 blocks down the road. While driving, he called again, but still no response. Tony began to worry. He sped up and soon arrived at her house. Entering the yard, he looked around. No one was in sight. He knocked on the door, but it wasn't locked. He pushed it open and called out, "Yassi," his daughter's name. There was no reply. Inside, a strange odor filled the air, sharp enough to sting his eyes. Wondering what it was, he walked further into the house and entered the bedroom. There, on the couch, lay his daughter and his 3-year-old grandson as if they were asleep. "Wake up, you'll be late," Tony said, urging them to get up. But neither of them moved. Approaching, he touched them with his hand. They were lifeless. Shocked, Tony cried out in horror. He lifted his grandson in his arms, panic overwhelming him. Rushing through the rooms, he opened the windows for air. In the kitchen, he discovered 2 gas cylinders, both left open. Quickly shutting them off, he grabbed his phone and called the police and an ambulance. Within minutes, emergency services arrived. Thus, the ambulance took away Tony's daughter and grandson, but it was too late. They had already died from gas poisoning. The police began asking questions and launched an investigation to find the criminal. Tony explained his daughter's life story. Yassi was 34 years old and worked as a manager. She had divorced from her first marriage. Later, while undergoing medical treatment in a hospital, she met a doctor named Victor, and they started a relationship. Eventually, she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. However, Victor was strongly against the pregnancy. Despite this, Yassi decided to keep the baby, saying, "I will raise him on my own. I will never abandon my child." She raised her son alone with great determination. When the boy turned 3, she enrolled him in kindergarten. Around that time, she started facing financial difficulties and asked Victor for help. She also warned him that if he refused to provide support, she would reveal everything publicly. From then on, Victor became fearful, worried that his reputation would be ruined and that he might lose his own family. He began thinking of ways to get rid of Yassi and the child. That evening, he called Yassi, saying he would come to her house late to talk. He arrived carrying sweets and different drinks. They spent time together peacefully, chatting. Around midnight, the child fell asleep, and Yassi, after drinking some alcohol, also became drowsy. Victor gently laid them down on the couch. Then he took the gas cylinders he had brought with him into the kitchen, opened them, left the doors and windows shut, and quietly walked out, closing the outside door behind him. What is your opinion about such cruel people who destroy their own children in this way? You can always watch more stories like this on our channel. Please subscribe, share with others, and support us by liking the video.